Conservative media viewers, what's going on? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion and the MMA expert, joined by Paul F. Villarreal by phone. Wow, dude, we just saw that Strikeforce MMA Heavyweight Grand-Prix finale between Daniel Cormier and Josh the War Master Barnett. Unbelievable fight, 5 exciting rounds, and Daniel Cormier, man, huge props. Amazing, amazing fight. Paul, Cormier just really showed great wrestling, that throw and stuff, and explosiveness, good movement, good hands, good intelligence, and, you know, he just had too much for Barnett. I felt like Barnett wasn't committing enough to his shots. I guess Barnett said he maybe hurt his hand and stuff like that, but, I mean, it just was just too much DC for Barnett, and Barnett is a heck of a fighter. It's a great fight. What are your thoughts on this fight?
This was a great fight, and if anybody wasn't sold on Daniel Cormier before, they certainly have to be now. I wasn't completely sold on him. I knew he was good. I knew that the victory over Bigfoot Silva and some other fights were good, but this just totally solidified how great this guy is. Josh Barnett is a terrific fighter. I mean, he's fought almost everybody, beaten most of them. He is no joke, and for Daniel Cormier to just basically run through him, which is what happened tonight, that, you know, this guy is right up there now. I mean, this guy should be placed in some of the top lists, and it was just really impressive, and I know you got to interview him and talk to him. Seems like a great dude, and good for him.
Great for DC. DC's a great dude. Very funny. There's no question about it. I like these. Look, this was a no-win and no-lose for me. I really like both these guys. I just felt that with, you know, Cormier's more limited experience, and I kind of discounted the Silva fight a little bit, right? That, you know, Barnett, he had so much experience that he was going to be able to use his range and use his striking, but I felt like Barnett wasn't committing enough to his strikes, and I understand that when you have a wrestler of the caliber of Cormier, if you overcommit, you're going to wind up on your back because you're going to be taken down, and we saw that towards the end. But I just felt like, you know, in my personal opinion, that Barnett didn't implement, I won't say the right strategy, but at least not the best strategy. But then again, I'm not saying that would have changed the fight in any way, and I'm not taking anything away from Cormier at all. And again, I have to say this is all personal opinion only, not alleging facts, not casting aspersions, all for entertainment purposes only. Please check disclaimer. I just felt like if I were Barnett, I think that the way for Barnett to win this is, you know, to use that jab. I think Barnett should have used the jab a lot more busier, use his height, use the range, really slam leg kicks hard, you know, to the lead leg of Cormier to slow down, you know, some of that explosiveness and some of that speed. And then when Cormier comes in, blast him with some of the knees. And Barnett was trying to do that. You can see Barnett trying to do some timing of both knees and his hands. But I just felt like, you know, it wasn't enough. And then used the wrestling enough to keep staying on the feet. And I felt like there was a point in time where Barnett was getting a little bit better of the stand-up, and then Cormier took him down. But I mean, look, with Cormier, he's improved so much. See the kicks that Cormier was able to do. I mean, the learning curve, he's just really improving so fast. He's already had the great explosiveness and the wrestling, tremendous, you know, endurance and stuff like that, tremendous movement, well, particularly for, you know, a fighter of his size. But also, I think that, you know, what we saw is a lot of great transitions and a more well-rounded game from Cormier. And like you said, Paul, I mean, what's next for Cormier? I feel like there's a lot of upside left here. I feel like, you know, and I should have stayed with my rule, which is, you know, almost always go with the better wrestler, and Cormier is such a better wrestler. But Barnett, I mean, this is a huge statement that Cormier made tonight with this kind of win, Paul.
It was a huge statement. I don't know what's next for him. I'm not sure if they'll think about bringing him over to the UFC, if he's going to fight some other guys in Strikeforce. I don't know, but clearly with his performance tonight, this is one of the, you know, top 5 or whatever heavyweights in the world, at least in my opinion. So this guy needs to have a platform where he can showcase just how good he really is and get some get some good competition and see how far he can take him. But
yeah.
I thought it was great. It was fun to watch. You know, it was a heck of a fight.
For me, honestly, I would like to see Cormier fight the winner of Mir versus Dos Santos. I think that would be great. I'd love to see that fight. And then I'd also like to see Josh the War Master Barnett fight the winner of the Cain Velasquez fight. I think those are good matchups that make it very interesting. Although, you know, maybe, you know, whoever wins the Cain fight, you know, would want obviously a title shot. But I think, honestly, I think those two fights make a lot of sense in my personal opinion. What do you peeps out there think? You tell us what's going on. What did you think about this fight? How big of a statement do you think that Cormier made? What's next for Cormier? What's next for Barnett? Tell me what's going on. Give me the comments below. Please subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion and the MMA expert. That is Paul F. Villarreal. You're watching Conservative New Media. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it to your social networking sites. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.